All right. Picture yourself walking into your local CVS pharmacy. Look around and notice the employees' faces and body language. Some seem distant or frustrated, not because they dislike their jobs, but because they feel silenced, unable to express who they are or what they believe in. Some background of the issue. Recently, CVS employees have been showing support for causes they care about by wearing shirts with messages like BLM or MAGA. In response, CVS management and HR are considering a neutral dress code policy, which consists of white lab coats and no personal political messages allowed on clothing. The real question is, should companies like CVS allow their employees to express support for social, political, or societal causes in the workplace? Some key definitions to touch up on are DEI, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is efforts made by a company to make sure everyone feels welcomed, treated fairly, and represented no matter their background or identity. CSR is another key term. This is corporate social responsibility. This is a company's responsibility to do the right thing, acting ethically, helping communities, and making a positive impact on society beyond just making profits. Joy and I believe this decision should align with CVS's commitment to DEI, CSR, and employee engagement, values that build inclusion, strengthen trust in the brand, and support long-term organizational success. We affirm the resolution that CVS should allow employees to express reasonable and respectful support for social justice or value-based causes in the workplace. Allowing this form of expression promotes inclusion, aligns with CVS's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and corporate social responsibility, and strengthens both employee morale and the company's connection to the community.
Let's focus first on supporting DEI and belonging within the CVS organization. Allowing employees to express their values directly supports CVS's diversity, equity, and inclusion goals. When people feel respected and included, they bring their best selves to work, leading to greater collaboration, innovation, and overall engagement. According to the Society for Human Resource Management, in 2023, organizations that embrace DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and authenticity experience higher innovation and collaboration rates across the board. This matters because when employees feel safe expressing who they are, they help strengthen CVS's culture of care, a culture that's essential in healthcare, where compassion and understanding of diverse communities make a real difference. By empowering expression, CVS strengthens its people, its culture, and ultimately its service to every community it serves.
Allowing employees to express their personal values supports CVS's corporate social responsibility goals and strengthens the company's public image. When employees are encouraged to stand for causes they believe in, it shows that CVS truly cares about ethics, community, and social well-being. According to a Harvard Business Review study, 77% of consumers prefer to support brands that take a stand on social justice issues, especially those that reflect their own values. This matters because CVS's brand promise is health is everything. Supporting employees who advocate for meaningful causes aligns with that mission. It shows customers that CVS is not just about selling products, it's about building healthier, more connected communities.
Next, let's focus on authenticity driving engagement and retention within the CVS organization. When employees can authentically express their beliefs and values, they feel more connected to their workplace, which increases motivation, satisfaction, and loyalty. Gallup's State of the Workplace report from 2024 found that employees who feel aligned with company values are 55% less likely to leave their jobs and careers. Similarly, Deloitte's Global Human Capital Trends report from 2023 shows that organizations that foster authenticity see higher retention and stronger performance. This matters because by promoting authenticity, CVS can attract and retain top pharmacy and healthcare talent, reduce turnover, and improve consistency in patient care. In short, when employees feel they belong and can be themselves in the work environment, everyone benefits from the workplace and to the patient CVS that they serve every day.
Based on our arguments, we believe CVS should allow respectful, value-based expression in the workplace under clear and fair guidelines to prevent misuse or exploitation. Implementing this policy will increase employee engagement, retention, and a sense of belonging, strengthen CVS's reputation for corporate social responsibility and public trust, reinforce DEI values and foster a stronger sense of community, empower employees to live out CVS's mission of caring for people and promoting well-being. When CVS empowers its people to express their values responsibly, it doesn't just create a better workplace, it strengthens the company as a whole, solidifying its role as a leader in both healthcare and social responsibility.
Thank you, Joy and Christian, for your input. But as we continue to see social and political issues become more visible in the current workplace, companies such as ours at CVS Health face the challenge of how to maintain professionalism while also respecting employee individuality. Recently, CVS has observed certain employees displaying politically charged attire, such as Black Lives Matter or Make America Great Again merchandise in the workplace. This has been creating division among staff and customers. The dilemma in the workplace weighs the ability for employees to express themselves against CVS's obligation to uphold professionalism while also being inclusive of people from all backgrounds. Before we begin, I would like to go ahead and clarify some key terms. Professionalism is defined by Merriam-Webster to mean conduct reflecting competence and adherence to standards, as well as neutrality is defined by Oxford Languages as to mean impartiality or not taking any sides. At CVS, we should work to prioritize professionalism and neutrality in order to maintain a trusting and consistent healthcare environment. And with that, the course of action that I suggest that we go ahead and support is opposing employees' abilities to display political, social, or personal preferences in the workplace. At CVS Health, it is our responsibility to reinforce a neutral message-free dress code, requiring professional and approved attire, most importantly, so that we can seek to uphold consistency, minimize any workplace conflict, and reinforce an unbiased customer experience. I'd first like to begin to touch upon preserving workplace professionalism. Allowing politically or socially charged messaging through the attire in the workplace diminishes CVS's professional image and thus our credibility. As reported by Society for Human Resource Management in 2022, they found that 61% of employees feel discomfort or tension when political expression occurs at the workplace. This matters because a neutral dress code policy can ensure a level of consistency and credibility for CVS. Political attire can risk the respect customers have for us at CVS, as the company may appear divided or unprofessional instead of prioritizing a commitment to patient care and patient well-being. Likewise, by enforcing neutrality, we can go ahead and uphold public trust, most importantly, and continue to foster a healthy relationship with our customers. At CVS Health, we operate within diverse communities. They work diligently to serve as a customer base for us, and likewise, we should go ahead and continue to work diligently to serve customers from all backgrounds and belief systems as well. A 2022 Pew Research Center found that nearly 70% of customers prefer companies that stay out of politics, end quote. This matters because political or social expression in the workplace can put customers at risk of feeling isolated, as if they would be treated unfairly and put them in an uncomfortable position. As an organization most importantly rooted in service and commitment to the well-being of their customers, it is CVS's main responsibility to deliver unbiased customer care to everyone. Based on these considerations, our best recommendation in face of this dilemma is clear. CVS Health should go ahead and enforce a neutral dress code policy in order to reduce the presence of social or political messaging in the workplace. Ultimately, it is our mission to not be centered around political messaging regarding everyone's individual viewpoints, but it is our mission to be centered around service and integrity by upholding professionalism and neutrality.
Sophia, we appreciate your response to this crucial dilemma that we are discussing here today. But let me ask you this. If CVS bans all personal expressions, how is that supporting diversity and inclusion in the workplace? Also, how can a strict dress code affect employee morale and motivation if people feel like they can't express who they are? And lastly, if CVS stops employees from showing support for causes, couldn't that hurt customers' view on the company and its values as a whole?
Thank you, Joy. I'm really considerate about all of the questions and concerns that you have. But with this political messaging and social issues being upheld in a professional environment, political expression can just continue to encourage a lack of inclusion and engagement, ultimately diminishing the purpose of DEI programs. But it typically research does show that such a presence of politically charged messaging creates discomfort instead of promoting inclusivity. A 2024 Bright Mind survey found that over one-third of employees have felt uneasy when coworkers have shared their political opinions at work. And as reported by an Ipsos poll, they reported that more than half of Americans base their purchases on company values. So visible bias can ultimately end up turning customers away rather than encouraging them to be a part of the environment and the culture that we've curated. In other words, what can appear as inclusivity at first can actually make people feel isolated. Political expression at such a high level in the workplace and in such a sensitive environment such as at CVS can risk dividing employees and ultimately damage CVS's reputation with their customer base. Instead, a neutral message-free dress code can go ahead and continue a consistent, aligned, and focus on unity that can go ahead and uphold professionalism and trust, most importantly, when it is our priority to prioritize customer care instead of individual employee expression.
How long was it?
12 minutes.